Just as a gut check, we're doing this when we speak to 2022 candidates, and it's a weird question to ask, but I hope you'll indulge me. Who is the real president of the United States right now?
Well, who's sitting in the White House? That's that's Joe Biden.
Right?
Was he there legitimately? I don't know. Let's find out. I'm on a lawsuit that's at the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals right
Hmm.
now. Our oral arguments will begin September 23rd. And we're asking to forensically audit 13 counties in California, most important lawsuit in the nation.
Is it?
And I want to get to the bottom of this question because people go, he's not legit. He is legit. It was stolen. It wasn't stolen. Folks, nobody knows
Well, but
because
hold on a
nobody's.
second, Mike. Let's see if we can break that down though, because so nobody knows. We have results from California, right? The results from California are Biden got 11.1 million votes, Trump got 6 million votes. Overwhelming victory for Biden. Those are the results we have. In order to say we don't know, we should have some reason to question those results. What reason do you have to question the results that make you say, I can't be confident that we have the real numbers?
Well, David, if you were an Olympian and you ran a race and you got the gold medal, let's say you're like Usain Bolt, you
Okay.
ran this race, you got the gold medal.
Yep.
What's the first thing they do after you set that world record? They do a blood test.
Okay.
And they check to see if you have performance enhancing drugs in your system.
Okay.
That's an audit. They do an audit of your bloodstream. Why don't we do the same thing with the greatest race in the world, which is the US presidential election?
Well, I think one reason would be just the voter registration numbers in California are so lopsided towards Democrats that it's very hard to believe that there would be any real outcome there other than Biden easily winning. I mean, let me ask you a question. What do you suspect were the real results in California?
I don't know. And
Okay, no, but
nobody,
see, but
no,
it's a
yeah,
cop out to say you don't know. What reason do you have to question the results?
thousands and thousands of affidavits that have been submitted to my co-plaintiff under, they notarized and, the charge of perjury if you lie on this, that they saw things that were not right, conducted at a myriad of places, including the polling places, including ballot drop off boxes. Nobody knows. And yet no one wants to look. And all I'm asking with my co plaintiffs is let's open the hood and let's actually see what occurred. And
Okay,
if there's
but
no fraud,
when you look at the voter registration numbers, even if there were tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of these instances, right? California, only 24% of registered voters are Republicans. There's just no way Trump could have won.
well, I'm not saying that. I'm
Oh,
saying that did you know this?
okay.
There are there are 2.8 million more registered voters in California than there are citizens.
No, that is absolutely untrue.
We've got the data to prove it.
Well,
My
I hope you will
my
send
my
it to
co
me.
my co-plaintiff is the Election Integrity Project
Ah,
California,
okay.
and they
Well,
have
listen,
a
because I don't
decade.
have, I mean, we
Yeah.
get, I've not seen that. I mean, send it to me. Send it to me. You know, every state in which it has been claimed that there are more voters than citizens, it has been debunked. And it
Well,
seems
have
in California, it wouldn't be even close.
has any state done a forensic audit?
Well, the states have done all sorts of evaluations and recounts and audits, but then someone
No,
always,
no, no,
hold on,
no.
but Mike, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Yes,
on.
yes. Go ahead.
Someone then comes along and says, that's not the type of audit I meant.
No, they've done recounts. Nobody has done an audit,
In
especially
in
like in
Arizona, an audit was done, and it
No,
found
no.
Biden got even more votes.
The Arizona audit was not done properly. What we're looking for is this: we have three things in our complaint.
Yeah.
Here's the ballot. I want to look at the envelope, and then let's look at the machine. So
Okay.
they've had to look at they've safeguarded the images of the hard drives. We have the voter rolls, and let's compare all 4 of those.
All right. Well, let's
And
do
where
that. We're not going to be able to do it today. So, in the interests
well,
of
we could start today.
we can say, no, I mean, you and I won't be able to. Now, listen, I want to ask
Yeah.
you something. There's this guy who my audience knows him as Mike Pillow. He's the CEO of My Pillow, Mike Lindell. But as a shorthand, we'll sometimes call him Mike Pillow or even just Pillow. Everybody knows who he is.
Sure.
He is obsessed with the machines, and he actually wants to sue every machine. Are you, where are you on the machines?
Well, I think the machines need to be looked at.
Okay.
I think just like Dinesh D'Souza's movie with 2,000 Mules, the
Oof.
ballot drop-off boxes need to be looked at. Um, one of the areas in our lawsuit is the Article 4, Section 4 of the U.S. Constitution. It's called the Guarantee Clause.
Hmm.
And the federal government is supposed to guarantee that we are free from foreign invasion. But it doesn't say how the foreign invasion is conducted. And right now, we have no safeguards in California election law to say China can't submit 30 million ballots, and we have no way to safeguard against it when they, under the guise of COVID, have removed all the safeguards in place.
But Mike, do you have reason to believe China submitted 30 million ballots? It's very easy to say, I can't prove to you that it wasn't done. You can't prove to me it wasn't done. But do you have reason to believe China submitted 30 million ballots? I've seen no such evidence.
I don't need the evidence. I have the Constitution, which says any law that allows China to do this is unconstitutional because it allows for foreign invasion, whether it's at the ballot box or the shoreline.
How can China submit 30 million ballots when you have to be an American citizen in order to even register to vote? How is that even possible?
Because you can do it through the ballot boxes. No verification needed. In California, you can have same-day voter registration. You don't have to vote. You can literally walk in on November 8th and say, I've never voted in my life before and I'd like a ballot.
Right,
They
but if
can't
you're
ask
walking
you.
in and voting, that then you're an American citizen who is
No,
registering to vote. How is China doing that?
they can do it at they can do it through the boxes, the drop-off boxes. See, they can't deny any ballot they receive up until the close of business November 8th.
Right, but then they look at it, and if it's not a registered, if it's not a citizen, then it's an invalid
How do
ballot.
they know it's not a citizen? There's no checks in place. You don't know. They're not even allowed to ask for ID. They don't know if you're a citizen and non-citizen in California. This is the thing,
But
David. Go
Mike,
ahead.
there were 17 million votes in California. Okay, just hear out the numbers. There were 17 million votes in California. Biden got 11, Trump got 6. When you talk about any one ballot box and you talk about China and 30 million ballots and on, even if I grant you that every one of your thousands of affidavits is bona fide proof of some fraud, right? Bona fide proof. When the voting public is only 17 million people, how on earth do you think that they're going to be able to slip by this number of fraudulent, fake, whatever votes, and only a few thousand people submit affidavits? It's impossible to believe that.
Well, then would you join me in calling for an audit of the system so
No,
we
I,
could
I
put the
see no
issue to
reason
rest?
to audit this. There's just
But
the
see,
numbers don't add up. There's no reason to audit it.
no, if you won the gold medal, we would automatically audit the race.
Okay, well,
There should
the
be an
Olympic
automatic
100
audit.
meter dash is not voting. Did you have no? I mean, Mike, that doesn't make any sense. It sounds
No,
silly.
it makes total sense because any competition in the United States, if Tom Brady uses an underinflated football,
Yeah.
we almost tear the country apart. Why don't we do that for the greatest competition in the land, which
This
is the
sounds so
U.S.?
silly, though, Mike. It sounds silly. I don't know that this is going to win you the 35th district. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not trying to please somebody. I'm
Oh,
trying to
okay.
say, let's get to the bottom of this issue so that we can all be comfortable with U.S. elections once again.
Most people are comfortable. That's the thing. When you poll people, most people are comfortable.
No, that's not true.
What poll do you have that
Maybe,
suggests that?
well, the poll of my district, and I can show you that by the amount of people who wait to go to the polling locations because they don't trust
That's not a
the
poll,
system.
Mike. Most people just vote on election day. That doesn't mean they don't trust another system.